this out, church, if you know it. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. Sing your name. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. This is what it's all about this morning. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrection is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrecting me is resurrecting me. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrecting me is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrecting me is resurrecting me. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrecting me is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrecting me is resurrecting me. The tomb where soldiers washed in pain was borrowed for 3 days. His body there would not remain, 'cause our God has robbed the grave. 'Cause our God has robbed the Praise will rise to Christ our King.
The great John Robinson. Yeah. Why I thought I was a golden boy was pretty simple. I have more talent in my little finger than most people have in their entire body. Scored almost a perfect 1600 on my SAT in high school. I was runner-up for Mr. Basketball in the state of North Carolina. I was the MVP of the North Carolina State High School Basketball Championship game in 1977. I went to University of Maryland on a full basketball scholarship, athletic scholarship, played for the legendary Lefty Driesell, who's still one of my best friends and one of my mentors. I played professional basketball overseas in South America. Went on to be a famous television news anchor, if that means anything. I was the voice of the Carolina Panthers for 15 years at Bank of America Stadium. Was the morning man for Charlotte's Morning News at News Talk 1110 WBT Radio. I have two beautiful sons. I've had two amazing wives, an incredible family. I am an amputee. I'm a cancer survivor, and I am a recovering addict. And I'm still alive. And left to my own devices, I'm a mess. I didn't lose anything. I gave it all away. Pretty simple.
So happy Easter. And what can John's story have to do with your story? Here's the deal. When he says we're a mess, when he said he's a mess, the truth is we eventually all come to the place where we say, I'm a mess. I need somebody to fix the mess that is me. And if you're not there today, then perhaps today is going to be that day where you're going like, you know what? I'm going to accept the words of what that song said. I'm going to violate all the different things of speaking, all the different rules of speaking. I'm going to go straight to the bottom line. I'm going to give it all away. So if you're following along in your notes today, you can take those out of your worship guide and follow along the very bottom line. And if you're taking notes, those of you that are spiritual will be taking notes. But anyway, you will see that it says, I can choose that the resurrected King is resurrecting me. The resurrected King is resurrecting me if I choose Him. So here's the deal. You and I will spend our lives living life and life more abundant with Him and attached to Him, with Him in us, in our body. Or we will choose to live our lives on our own and experience all the consequences that go along with those bad choices. Relationally, financially, and even with Him. There are challenges in this life. But the promise of Easter is that the resurrected King is resurrecting me. And you get to make that decision today for you. Your relatives can't. The people you're sitting beside you can't. Incidentally, I just want to tell you, as I look out on this audience, like I have the first couple of audiences today, y'all are looking good. I mean, you really are. You got your Easter colors on. You're sprayed up. You're painted up. You're deodoranted up. And you're looking good and all that kind of stuff.
Gregory.
And I want you to take you're really looking good today. And so here's what we need to understand today. Our body matters to God. We're beginning a brand new series today that is going to continue the rest of this month. And we're going to talk about this whole theme of my bod for God. Now, my bod doesn't look like the guy on the front of the worship guide that we gave to you a little bit earlier. I wish it looked a little more like him. But I'm actually glad that God made me like me and He made you like you. Because essentially, God sent His Son in a body. He could have sent Him in a spirit. He could have sent Him like one of the ghosts on Ghostbusters. Mm-hmm. But He didn't do that. He sent Him as a baby to grow up as a young man and then to grow into adulthood and then ultimately to offer Himself as a once-for-all sacrifice, never having sinned for you and for me. I'm a mess like John's a mess. But Jesus cleaned up that mess. And here's the other part of that. He's cleaning it up every day. Here's something I've discovered about God. I don't need Him just one day. I need Him every day. How about you? I don't need God in everything that He has to give me just one day. I need Him every day. And that's what this whole series is about beginning today. But today is a day. It's a defining line in your life. And I want to ask you if you would today, everybody take out your worship guide. And I want you to take this green card off the back. Just kind of grip it, rip it. You can do that. It's okay. Most of you are going to throw this away in a minute anyway, right? We we spent all this time crafting and creating this, and you want to throw it away? But I want to ask you to do two things. And at the end of the service, I'm going to ask you to do something with this. Number one, I want you up the front to write your name and your email address. Just your name and your email address. If you want to write all the other stuff, you can. That's perfectly fine. And on the back, I'm going to ask you to do something with this and to indicate that you made a decision by the end of the service. Okay? When you do that, so any time during the service, just write your name down, because there's something that I'm going to be drawing you to. There's a dividing line of today in the history of your life. Today is a special day for us as a church. We began on Easter, April the 15th, 2001. That means we're 16 years old, it's our birthday, and we're driving. All right? So here's the question I want to ask you today. Are you riding with God, or are you riding with yourself? There's a big difference in those two things. God gave Jesus a body, and He gave you and me a body. He gave Jesus a body, and He gave you and me a body, and He did that for a very specific reason. And God cares about your body, but most of all, He cares about what you do with your body. You see, a lot of times in our culture, we worship the body. And listen, you need to take care of it.